Hey, how's it going, all you Minecrafters? As you can see, we are on the Minecraft.net webpage, and the reason for this is we are going to learn how to set up a multiplayer server. So first of all, to get started, what we need to do is go to the Minecraft website, which is where we're at. Obviously, you already need to have a copy purchased of Minecraft, and go to download here, and what we want is multiplayer server. So we want to download the Minecraft server 1.8 jar. So we're going to double click that, keep that. Let's get rid of this for just a second. Now what we want to do is go to our downloads folder. There's the Minecraft server file that we just downloaded. So what I'm going to do is on my desktop, I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to name it Minecraft 1 server. So what we need to do is take this jar file that we downloaded from Minecraft.net, and we're going to add it into our server folder. Now we have the Minecraft server 1.8. The next thing that we need to do is we want to go back to the same login page. Now if you click on this link right here, it's going to take you to the wiki, which is exactly what we want. When it starts up, it's going to give you everything for Windows people. So all of us Mac folks, we need to scroll down to the bottom where Mac OS instructions are. Now, the two things that we're going to need eventually are this code and this code. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take this code right here, highlight it. We're going to Command C to copy it. Okay, now that we've got our code taken from Minecraft.net, I don't know if you can see this from your screen or not. I think I've got my top bar blocked off, but if you go to the top to the search light and type in text, you'll find the text edit. Now go over to Format, make plain text, Command V. That's going to paste what we just took from the Minecraft.net website. Now the most important thing is we want to take this file name right here, and we want to make it the same file name as over here. So this execute file knows to start Minecraft server. So basically we just need server.1.8.jar. So we have server.1.8.jar. We hit Command S. Now the way that we want to save this is as a start, strt dot command, start.command, and I'm just going to set it up onto the desktop for right now. So here's our new file right here. We can get rid of text edit. We are done with that. One more quick thing with text edit while we're still on here. Let me get this a little bigger so you can see. If you want to allocate more memory to your server, this is how you do it. This 1G here and 1G here is your memory for your game, how much it's going to actually use in game. So if you have a 16 gig computer, go ahead and change this to an 8, and it's going to make things render faster from what I understand. Like I said, I'm not an expert at this or anything like that, but it's going to make the game run faster. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. We've got our shell over here, so now what we want to do, let's go ahead and drag it over here. Our next step is to go back to the spotlight, and we're going to type in term so we can bring up the terminal. Now what we're going to do for the terminal is we're going to type chmod space a plus x space. Now we want to take the shell file and we're going to take it and we're going to drag it right in and we're going to hit enter. Now really, if everything went correctly, nothing should have happened. It went right back to its default. It's waiting for me to put in the next command. So hopefully everything has been done correctly. We will find out in a moment. We're going to take our start document and we're going to double click it. Now hopefully we should start populating with different folders, and there we go. Getting some folders popping up, some Java commands going. This is exactly what we want to look for. Okay, this is something that happens with some people, but not everybody, and I'm including this in the tutorial in case you're one of the people that this ends up happening to, because I spent hours Googling trying to figure out why the heck is this not working. So I found out that if we expand our Java, just open a little bit more, this line right here, you need to agree to the EULA in order to run the server. So if you want, you can go here to EULA.txt for more information. You have to do it if you want to play the game, so honestly I didn't even bother reading it. So what we need to do is go back into your Minecraft server folder, now where it says EULA text. You're going to have to right click it, open with a text edit. Now where it says EULA false, I'll just read you the whole thing. By changing the setting below to true, you are indicating your agreement to our EULA blah 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 Minecraft EULA. So basically what you need to do is you need to hit true. Command S. Now we'll double click the start. See how many more files just popped on there because we accepted the agreement to the EULA text? Now if we wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't have been able to play the game. This is one of the issues that I ran into while honestly I was just trying to set a server up so my son and I could play together, and turned into about 12 hours of me trying to pull my hair out and scrub the web trying to figure out what the heck I was doing wrong. So here's our Java line that was doing everything. Looks like we're done. Alright, so everything on there is good. I went through and I removed some of the windows because we were getting cluttered with all the Java and the terminal and all the other windows that were open. So now we have our Minecraft server. It's completely done. However, we can't play on it until we know our IP address and the port number that the game plans on playing through. So what we need to do is go to server properties. Need to open it with text edit. It's gonna of course be a pain in the butt for me, so open it with text edit. Now basically what we need to find is server port right here, and all Minecraft games default at the same server port. It's always 25565. Make sure you write that number down because you're gonna need it in the future. I was just opening that so you knew where to find it, and here's where you can also do some different settings and stuff, but you never know what you're gonna do to your game if you start playing around with some of this stuff. So if I were you, I would just leave it alone. Now, one of the things that you're going to need to do is, if you don't already know, you're going to have to find out what your IP address is. Now, I'm not going to do that on screen because it's going to show you my IP address, and I don't want a whole bunch of people coming in and running around in my world, so I'm going to put it on screen. But it's easy to do. Just literally go to google.com and type in, "What is my IP address?" ? And there's going to be a big number at the top, and it's going to tell you what your IP address is. You need to write that number down. Okay, so I think we are ready to actually start up Minecraft. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to double click on my Minecraft server. Hopefully we'll see some stuff happening. Okay, so there's my Minecraft server, and that is up and running. Everything seems to be going good. Now, like I said, I don't know a whole heck of a lot about Minecraft. I'm not an expert. There's tons of people that know a lot about it more than I do. So if you see anything at any time that looks a little bit wonky, go ahead and put it in the comments for me. The more I learn, the better I can be. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you the two different ways that you can get on to a server. Now the first way is the one where I almost tore my hair out because it turned out it wasn't the correct way for me to play. So here I'm going to go over to Minecraft. We're going to open that up. Okay, so I'm going to hit play. Now go to multiplayer. Now normally you would go to add server, and you could name your server whatever you want, Minecraft server 12. And then what you would do is, when you went to Google and typed in, "What is my Minecraft address?" or Minecraft address. What is my IP address? You're going to get a number. Now this isn't mine, this is just a random number, but just to show you what it would typically look like. Let me turn down the music here. It would usually look like this. It would be a bunch of big string of numbers with a couple of periods. And then what you would do is, now you remember that number that I told you to write down for your port number, 25565. So after your IP address, you would do colon 25565, and then you would be done. Now you can see can't resolve host name. So that was the issue that I came up with before, even though I used my actual IP address. So what I did was I did direct connect, went to localhost, join server. Now it's connecting, it's logging in. And it's going to take it a second because this is a brand new world. I've never even actually opened Minecraft on this username. There we go. We got some trees and stuff. Now we're getting a little bit lengthy into this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of this. Now I haven't figured out why I have to use direct connect, and what I have to do is send my friends that want to play with me my IP address with that 25565 at the end, and they can join, and then we have no issues. I've never seen anybody else that has to do it that way. If it doesn't work with localhost, then add the server and put your IP address with colon 25565. Now I'm going to go ahead and call it quits on this tutorial. Now one important thing is to let you know, You still can't play with your friends until you go into your router and you port forward it. That's going to be my next tutorial, is how to port forward. Then your friends can play on your Minecraft server. So thank you for watching this. I apologize that it was so long, but there was a lot to do in order to make your own server. So enjoy. And if the video helped you, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'd love to see it. So thanks everybody, I appreciate it.